Good morning, world. Today is Thursday, March the 6th, 2025, in the year of our Lord. Let's get set up here nice and easy. All right. How's life going this morning? If you're in the game, you need to be up, about, on your merry way, doing what you need to do to survive in this Trump world. So here we are. Let's look at the weather across the country. You're looking at our weather map. You can see out west, they got a squall going out here by Salt Lake City. And look over by the East Coast, and you can see the weather just moving on out to sea. Nice and easy. Looking for a pretty clear day here at my location in Dover, Delaware. And look us around the country where my people at. We'll start in, let's see. Where you at, my people? Let's see where we're going to start at. We'll start in Memphis. Memphis is where my brother lives. Tracy, Connie, what y'all doing? Get up. Start this day. Restaurant should be already clean, ready to go. Make that money. Next, we'll go to Detroit. That's where my sisters live. April, Tiny, Ruby, Charlotte, and everybody else try to run my life. That's where they roll at. So they up in Detroit, and the weather day is 28 degrees. Partly sunny, so you have nothing to do but get up, find something to do. Next up, Jacksonville, where it's 51 degrees. All my nieces and nephews, my sister-in-law, they live down in Jacksonville, and it's a nice day down there today, about 65 degrees, nice and sunny, as expected. Well, this morning, I was supposed to be talking to Steve Dawson. Steve Dawson ain't called me yet, but I'm going to stay right here, and he's going to call me one way or the other, hook or crook. So, let's take a look at something else today. See what we got. Where you at, Steve? Good help hard to find, I ain't lying. Where you at, Steve? Let me put his picture up here. There he is. Let me show you this dude. Now, when we was growing up, this dude was the man. He was the man. Where you at, Steve? Yep, Steve ain't calling. Somebody else called me. All right, look over there on Messenger. Call me on Facebook Messenger. See Jerome Oakley. Give me a call. Where you at, Steve? There he is on the screen. Look at it. Brim broke down. Put you out there, Steve. The ladies are waiting to find out about you. Where you at, player? Look at that. Anybody else out there this morning, give me a call. I can play some music you want to, do something here, kill some time off. So, let's talk about sports for a minute. Tennessee Volunteers. Now, I'm born and raised in Tennessee. And so, of course, I bleed orange. What I can't understand, the boss. Now, here we are. That Meeks just showed up. What's up, Meeks? Let him play a play. Now, you want to see a play? Let me pull him up on Facebook. Let me find this. See what Meeks is doing. What's up, Meeks? You can give me a call you want to. Call me on Facebook. Talk to a brother. I'm going to throw you up here on the screen. Take a look at it. There he is. Where you go, mate? Why you so dark, bro? Oh, there he is. Give me a call, man. What you doing? Oh, yeah. Let her play a play. Meeks roll. I want him to tell you about his set. Look at that. Look at that. Feel like I raised some of these boys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I met Meeks back in the Navy. A young player. But he's in the game, you know. Chilling, man. About to go to a meeting, brother. I know you got stuff to do, but everybody can see him. Check him out on his podcast. He got a good one. Check out YouTube. Put in Meeks. You'll find him. He's there. Go on to work, bro. I'll holler at you later. Peace. Peace, 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 peace. Anybody else out there this morning? I'm looking for somebody to talk to. But if we can't, we'll discuss a situation that needed to be discussed. And I think it's a travesty of justice with everybody getting out of jail. Let me see it outside. Let me see if it's what I want. No, that ain't what I want. Anybody out there? Talk to a brother. Got beats back. Let's see what we got. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, let me kill off this thing. Where you at, Steve? Anybody? Da, 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 da. Boop, 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 boop. Don't maybe play no music. Okay, let's see what I got. Ain't nobody coming on here. Where y'all at? My family. You're all over the place and you won't even call the brother. I know you're up. You're laying in the bed. I can see you online. But do you take the time just to give a brother a call? Can you just take the time? Or it's BP. BP show up. Now, he ain't going to call me. But no. He ain't going to do none of that. He going to say, what's up, CJ? And that's it. He just like looking at me. I guess I'm pretty. 65-year-old. Hell, I think we're pretty good damn shape. What you think, ladies? 65. I think we're in pretty good shape. My wife seems to think so. You know. That's all that really matters, I guess, when you get to this age. As long as she think you're cute. Duke. Talk to me, Pitch. Give me a call. Somebody, anybody. And see. Can I get your call? I'm going to bring Pitts up on the screen. See, you going to show up, I'll find you. Don't want to talk, though. I'm going to just get on here and take a look and see what he's doing. Nothing really. On the BP. I'm going to find him. Where you at, people? Everybody's just saying, what's up? What's up? What's up? Call me. Tell me what's up. Talk to me. You got a problem with Trump? Come talk to a brother about it. If Trump is getting on your nerves, then give me a call. I can relieve you a lot of your anxiety. I tell you what the real deal is. If you MAGA out there, you want somebody to argue with, I'm here, baby. Come on, bring it on. You know, I ain't Trump basher. I ain't none of that. I look at policies. Okay. What's the policy? Is it working? Is immigration policy right now, is it working? Hell yeah, it is. They knocked it down from 150,000 down to 8,000. Now, you can't argue with that. Now, I don't like Trump. But like I said, I'm a results-oriented guy. And if you get something done, then you kind of got to, ignore a little bit of it because you're getting what you want to get done. I don't like Trump, didn't vote for him. But he is the president. And for anyone out there, that doesn't wish for him to succeed, you stepping on your own thing, So you got to kind of play it between two worlds. You ain't got to like him. You ain't got to like him at all. But you need to respect if he's doing something that needs to be done, then you got to kind of go with the flow. Otherwise, you're just being childish and saying, well, we didn't win. We didn't win, so I don't like him. I don't like him. Well, I don't like him either. But I do like what he's doing with immigration. That I have to say he's doing it right. Now, what the federal employee situation that we have, it's a double-sided coin here. All right. You go in the way he went in and you start throwing people out you didn't want to throw out, especially a veteran. There ain't no politician want to do nothing to a veteran. But when you go haphazardly, this is the kind of thing that happens. But does the federal government needs to be reorganize. Yeah, it's a bureaucracy. It's too big. You get too big, you can't really get nothing done. And there's a lot of people out there. All due respect, you ain't fired a shot. You know, you get out of the military, you go in the federal government, get a chair, and that's where you've been sitting at. And this is the civilian world out here is quite a bit different. It's called competition. It's called you got to get up in the morning and beat the other guy in order to get that contract. Do what you got to do in order to make your thing go. So to make that go, you got to be ready to roll. And so here we are. We're doing some things right there. We don't necessarily agree on how they're getting done, but do they need to be done? Yes. All right, we'll move to foreign policy. On the Ukraine situation. This is a bunch of bullshit. You know it as well as I do. Russia invaded Ukraine. Anybody to say otherwise, it's kind of like the election's rigged. Same old thing. You base it upon a lie and you push it on out there to enough people. They gullible enough, they'll buy off on it. Yeah, that's right. I think Russia did. Russia did invade. Get the hell out of here. You know better. You know better. That didn't happen. So all the lies that are added in and to support what you're trying to do, that's my biggest issue with the situation. Trump won. Fair and square election, straight up against I'll just say it just like it is, a opponent that was not up to the task. A lot of story behind that, Biden and all the mess that led up to wait 100 days before it's time to make a run for the White House, and you decided, I think I'm too old to run. Hell, I could have told you that 4 years ago, that you were too old. Democrats had time then to go ahead and put together a strategy in order to make that move for the White House, but instead, here we are now, fighting on Facebook. That's all I see. And it puts me in a precarious situation because, hell, I know a lot of MAGA people, and I know they ain't racist, but I know they're between a rock and a hard place trying to deal with Trump because it puts them at odds also with a lot of people they care a lot about. There's guys in the military right now, MAGA, that I'd give my life for because they'd give it for me. Okay? So, somewhere along the line, we have to have a conversation, not just an argument, just getting on here, running your mouth, and arguing about things you really can't control, but to a conversation in order for us to coexist. I'm not going anywhere. This is my country. I was born in 59. During the time my mother said, time was so hard, boy, I didn't even bother naming you. That's how hard times were hard. On that piece of property in Charlotte, Tennessee, where I was born. This is my country. I've served her, I fought for her, and I love her. Nowhere in America is my story possible. To go from where I came from to rise in the ranks to the senior enlisted leader on board a warship, follow that out to go and work for a major university as a planetarium director, and then for 20 years on using one thing, this, to go out here and get my money. Not the federal government sending me a check, not the bullshit. You have to go to work. And the way it's set up now with all the D&I initiatives, which I benefited from, they're gone now. So if you didn't have those in order to get yourself in the door, that means you got to kick that damn door in. How do you do that? Execution. My life has always been on a plan. I don't take a shit without a plan. That's how success is built. And once you make that plan, the things you do to execute that plan will make a difference on whether when you get to 65, you're talking on, like I'm doing right now, kicking back, running my mouth, or if you're out here working at a damn McDonald's trying to survive. You got to compete. You got to wake up every morning knowing that you're black, and never forget, you're a black. Racist issues are going to be a part of our life for eternity. It's the way it's designed. It was set up that way. Differences between people create conflict completes, and you go on and on and on. So, I got a roll going then. I was waiting on somebody to call. Locked up the keyboard, didn't move again. Well, I think I'll let it stand where it is this morning with what I've said so far. I got other things I can do. What? I don't know. But see, I'm going to figure it out. You know, you got a choice when you get to this age. You can lay up on that couch and watch Married at First Sight, and watch MSNBC, CNN, anything on that TV in order to occupy your time. And every day that you do that, you're cutting off time off your life, because when you get to this age, it's about moving, baby. It's about being on the move, doing what you got to do, staying healthy, eating somewhat right, you know. Can't talk about smoking because I still smoke. Yeah, I sure do. People say, you still smoke? Yeah, I do, because I'm grown. Grown folks do what they want to do in America. That's another problem we got here. You know, this is America. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. If you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, you might get hit in the face. That's the chances you take. The N-word generates that. N-word. Let's call it what it is, nigga. I'm tired. He used the N-word. No, he said nigga. And when you say that, you fuel people like me to do things that I normally wouldn't do. You know? I normally wouldn't do. So, it's a hand we dealt. All right? We in America. Came here as slaves. Now, here we are. Integrated into the society. Get paid. Get up in the morning, put on your shit, and go out here and compete. Bye.